In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop overthinking so you can make faster decisions, be more confident, and actually enjoy life without feeling stuck in your own head. Now, have you ever laid in bed at night replaying the same conversation over and over and over again, thinking about what you should say, what you should have done? Or maybe you hesitate to make decisions, second guessing yourself until the opportunity is totally gone. Overthinking is a silent dream killer, guys. It steals your time, your energy, and your confidence. But here's the good news: overthinking is just a habit, and like any habit, you can break it. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact tools to silence that overactive mind and start taking action. Hi, my name is Randy Lloyd, and I am a psychologist and a mindset coach, and I have helped hundreds of people to manage their overthinking and anxiety. And in this video, I am going to show you different processes you can use to stop overthinking. I have also put together a powerful workbook with journaling prompts, exercises to help you rewire your thinking patterns to help you to completely stop overthinking. And guys, it is possible. Now, before we get into the how to stop, we need to understand why our brain loves to overthink. It's important. And for that, we need to take a quick trip into psychology. Put it very simply, your brain is wired for survival, guys. Your brain doesn't actually care, so to speak, what is happening. It cares if you're safe. And sometimes those two things are not the same. Here's why. Imagine being a caveman back in the days. If you heard rustling in the bushes, your brain had two options. Option A, ignore it, assume it's the wind. Option B, assume it's a tiger and run, get out of it. The people who assumed the worst and ran were the ones who survived. That same survival mechanism, guys, is still in our brains today, even though we're no longer running from big lions, bears, or even tigers. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real threat or even an imaginary one. So instead of protecting you from predators, your brain is protecting you from things like embarrassing yourself in a meeting and stuff like that. Now, here's another fact, guys. Overthinking is a defense mechanism. Our brain thinks it's helping by analyzing every possible scenario, but that's not true. So here's how it works. Your brain is constantly scanning for threats, whether physical, emotional, or even social. When faced with uncertainty, it starts generating what if scenarios to help you feel more prepared or even protected. But here's the problem. Instead of helping you make a decision, a choice, your brain creates too many options, leading to decision paralysis. So instead of solving a problem, your brain keeps replaying the same thoughts, tricking you into thinking you're making progress. So it's like a really bad GPS. Instead of giving you a clear route, it keeps recalculating, showing you like 50 different ways to get there, and suddenly you don't even know where are you going anymore. But here's another fact. The prefrontal cortex, the decision making, and the amygdala, the fear center, gets stuck in a loop, making us overanalyze instead of acting. Your prefrontal cortex is like the responsible, logical CEO. It wants to make smart decisions. But your amygdala, that's the overprotective security guard, constantly yelling, danger, danger, even when there's no real threat. So here's what's happening when they get stuck into a loop. So let's just say you're sitting in a meeting. You have a great idea, but before you speak, this is what's actually happening. Your prefrontal cortex, this idea could really help the team. You should say it. Okay, your amygdala, wait. What if they think it's stupid? What if you mess up your words? So your prefrontal cortex, but you have thought it through, it makes sense. The amygdala. Yeah, but what if they disagree? What if you look dumb? What if you look stupid? Your prefrontal cortex. Okay, maybe I'll wait for a little bit longer. By the time you've convinced yourself to speak up, someone else jumps in before you and say the same exact thing. And now you're just sitting there regretting everything. Your brain wasn't really protecting you per se, it was just keeping you stuck. Okay, so let's talk about how to break the overthinking cycle. Now, Mel Robbins in her book 5 Second Rule is a game changer. The moment you catch yourself overthinking, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then act. What is happening there, guys, is that your brain now is on a pause. When your brain can pause, then now you can start to think logically because your brain is on a pause. That is a good thing, so that you can really connect back to prefrontal cortex so that you can start to think logically and make decisions based on logic rather than on emotions. Now, Brené Brown, a famous psychologist, says if we can name it, we can tame it. So when you catch yourself overthinking, label it like, oh, this is my fear of failure talking. Then when you can label it, then you can shut it down. To label your thoughts sometimes, or your negative thoughts, you have to get into cognitive distortion. More on that on a later video. But you have to identify your cognitive distortions so that you can label what thoughts are going through your mind. There's another method, guys. That's called the what if method. Instead of what if I fail, instead of saying that, you can say what if I succeed. Now, that's the same two words, completely different outcome. So in that scenario, guys, you need to try your best to force your brain to start saying things like, what if I succeed? What if I succeed? What if I succeed? By saying that consistently, guys, you are literally going to figure out ways of how you can succeed instead of how you can fail. You're going to see opportunities. You're going to see more choices come to your in your path so that you can make more decisions faster. So continue to repeat in your mind, what if I succeed, right? That's going to really help a lot. Now, if you are serious, guys, about rewiring your brain and stopping overthinking for good, I've put together a workbook, guys. It's just for you. It's really, really great. It's packed with journaling prompts, exercises, and action steps to help you break free from the overthinking loop. You can click the link in the description and you can download it. It's totally free, guys. So thank you very much for listening to this video, and I'll check you out in the next one.